Great job on getting first, party popper. Warning, an ad break is happening. We'll be back shortly.
My god. Fullest actually made it to 200k gold. Well, alright then. I was not expecting that to happen yet. I don't know why. So congratulations, I guess. Bro fishes a lot. It's just so much fish. I was here, oh my god, I witnessed it. I was sitting here just watching the coins go up. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna make it. Like, oh my god, it actually happened, and yet here we are. Here we are. It happened. All fishes, no bitches. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, that's what happened. It's alright. At least you have a bragging right now that you got fish. No one else can say that you have fish. Okay, let me actually do like Monster Park and stuff. Ooh, I like so much need to like do stuff. Oh, speaking of which, did I? Oh, I can. Can I do it while in here? Cool, I can. So like, nah, I gotta lie. I think I'm just, yeah, I am gonna grind out my main today, but I think I'm just gonna mostly concentrate on, I'm gonna mostly concentrate on just doing dailies and shove and shit on my alts. Cause oh boy, they're so far behind. Okay, like I made a 0 in the challenger world, right? And I was doing very well in the challenger world 0, you know, just doing dailies, just working on him. Then I just completely stopped. And I felt so bad because now he's just behind on the Hexa, and I was like, man, it's supposed to be like even higher than it's supposed to be. But my dumbass got lazy and just been like, man, I don't want to do shit. So here I am, basically making up for lost time and hoping it will work. Hopefully. Maybe. I guess I could have kept him in the challenger world for a little longer, but he also has challenger gear that desperately needs help too. Ah, it's alright. You got cats, lizard? Oh my god. Yeah, I remember she showed that, and we're all like, yep. That is an S tier emote right there, the lizard. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, wow, wow. Actually, pretty sad that I'm getting MVPs that are expiring. So after I do this one, I'm gonna immediately hop to my main and grind on him for the 2 hours again. It just keeps going. Hey, Sholo, how's it going? It's going alright over here. Finally feel better after like 2 months of being sick. Just here doing my own thing. That's really all I can say. Nothing too big of a deal, but how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, thanks. Getting freaking pneumonia sucks, man. First time I ever got it, and I was like, I'll never get, I never want to get this again. It was so miserable. Oh my god. Bronchitis? Easy. Super easy. Barely inconvenience compared to getting fucking pneumonia. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey Stray, how you doing, buddy? You've been busy packing? Oh my god, moving house is such a chore, in it. Thank you for the biddies!
Indeed, Sir_Shep_. Even the simplest of things can have great value or beauty. It's all in the eye of the beholder. M.
And you knew you needed it? Bruv, is the lizard. Of course you gotta. Of course you got it. It's a silly little guy. Hey Nox, how you doing? How you doing? Best day ever? Whoa, what happened? How is it the best day ever? Doing awesome? After that opening line, I sure hope so. I'm doing alright.
Anti-shrimp mode!
Or, thank you for the head pat.
Nice. Hey Sizzle!
Hydration is important!
How you doing? I hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope you're taking care of yourself, homie. And you know what, with the posts I saw the other day? And I wish you well in every single one of your ventures, homie. Good luck. Good luck. Nah, I'm good on the fighting bit. I'm good, man. I'm overpowered immediately. What you mean? Speaking of hydration, do I even have water? Eh, I have to refill eventually. I look over and I probably have like... How much is this in water? Oh, cool. 200 milliliters. Or like... Yeah, what was it? Is this ounces? Yeah, 6 ounces. Oh my god. Yo, thank you for the gifted sub, Stray. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh man, I can't wait. Actually, I can wait, but God, please let me wait. I'm gonna be older in Oh, really? It's that close? Oh, it's gonna be that close in 2 days. I'm gonna be older. Oh my god, I can't believe. Yeah. So fun fact: my birthday is coming up on Tuesday, and I'm like, oh, I can feel my knees no longer bend. Oh, I can immediately feel the whole joints going crack. Yes, it's beautiful. I can't wait. It's awesome. Yay. The old bone's about to oh hell, they're already snapping. What the fuck do you mean? I don't know if you guys can hear this, but look at that. You hear that? That was my there you go. It's already happening. It's already happening. What you mean? I'm fucking old as shit, man. Fucking I've been taking I've been taking vitamin R this whole time. You have that on your knees? They both snap? Oh my god. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have a pretty, what I will call peaceful birthday. Oh hell yeah, 255. A peaceful birthday because I'm gonna just be hanging out with my family, and they'll just be going happy birthday. I'm like thank you, and then I go home and then slip, and then just sleep the whole day. Just be like yeah, hell yeah. But other than that, it's fine. It's fine. Can you have cake? No, in my
Please
cake,
share any
though.
cake you might get.
No, in my cake. Besides, probably most of y'all won't like the cake that I like. Because my favorite cake to get every time for my birthday is the tres leches cake. And it's fucking delicious. It's great. And it screws over anybody who has lactose intolerance. If you have lactose intolerance, GG, that ain't my problem. Who doesn't like tres leches? Like I said, people with lactose intolerance. It's pretty much what happens. Knee problems? You start feeling that your right one pop while going down the stairs. Now you're doing tendonitis stretches to see if that helps. That will definitely help. Never heard of it? The what? Yeah, see, there are people who never heard of it before. But tres leches literally translates into 3 milk, and it's a 3 milk cake. So essentially it has like evaporated milk, whole milk, and condensed milk mixture into the cake batter itself, which, yes, makes the cake very moist, but it's so fucking good. Especially if you like mix other flavorings in there, like strawberry, peach, mango. It's just like, it's so good. I completely forgot about this whole thing that's happening. I forgot that I am a Lynn for a second, because I'm like, who's this? Well, alright then. You heard your beloved tres leches? Fucking tres leches is the best thing ever, and y'all cannot convince me otherwise, and I'm glad that there are other folks out there who loves it. Yeah, I only eat tres leches once a year, which is my birthday. So I am so happy. Cannot wait to have the amazing cake once again. It is the only time I have it because it is not exactly the healthiest cake out there, but I don't give a shit, man. It's just fucking good, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna have a birthday every year, mine as well. Yum yum. Hell yeah. It's just that good. For any of those folks who never looked, who never had it before, I genuinely say this. Look it up. Figure out, like, you can't, like, it's pretty easy to bake because it's actually not a hard cake to make, and it is genuinely it's just really good. It's just really good. I think the only thing I can say that might put off some folks is the fact that it is basically a wet cake, but it's just divine. It's just that good. It's very soft.
Let's be honest. Who needs cake when Vinny's sweet enough?
That's dumb, go home. To be fair, Soluna, of course it is an arcade, it's very soft. To be fair, there are some folks who assume that tres leches is just a normal cake, but it has, like, you mix in the 3 milks together in the batter and then you bake it that way. I have met somebody who genuinely thought that's what tres leches was, and I'm like, oh, you sweet summer child. No, that's not how that works. Though, I don't know, that sounds kind of good though still. Where is the Lynn Discord? Oh my god. Oh my god, where's the Lynn Discord? I could have sworn I was in the Lynn. I'm in all kinds of Maple Story Discords except for the Lynn one? Oh my god. Does anybody know the proper IA for Lynn? Is it like what is it? I won't be surprised if it's just like the ye olde standard, but I just want to make sure. Oh, where is it? Oh my god, I can't find my old stuff. +1 passive or +1 attack speed? Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool then. Well, I sure hope that I can get one or the other. Because you can only get one or the other. you can only get one or the other. I don't have that much honor because I'm a cooldown skip. It's always cooldown skip that's showing up. Oh. Oh, passive skills. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'm keeping that one then. That works really well. Hell yeah. Actually, should I keep the passive skills or should I just go for attack speed? Huh. What is the professional opinions on Lin users? Should I just aim for the attack speed in general? Or is this good enough for now? I mean, I don't mind just skipping with keeping with this one for now. I mean, this is just a bossy mule. It's not going to be anything like spectacular, but it can't help. Oops. I'll stick with this one. Let me re-roll the other ones. Let's see if I can get anything decent. Oh, done already. Damn, that was quick. Best day ever? What happened? Why is everybody having a best day ever? Good for y'all, but now I'm getting now I'm wondering. Now I'm wondering what's going on. Excuse me. Alright. Let me continue doing my my monster park real quick. Totally destroy the enemy team in League that was winning. Oh. Congratulations. You cheat? I'm kidding. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Passive is mainly for support capability and attack speed for pure DPS. I figured that the passive is mainly for, especially for the awaken skills. So that makes sense. I'm definitely gonna keep it that way anyways. It just works really well. So it's fine. I do need to actually sit down and start doing some kind of bossing on this character, though. Because what gear does it have? Only temporary CRA? At least I have until November to worry about it, and that's about it. And a false lab weapon. So yeah, I think it's time for me to actually start doing something with this character. Huh. Considering it doesn't even have like a proper belt, nothing. Well, not even a proper badge. You're just like, sheesh, don't look at it. Though I will say it was the Beast Tamer at one point. So, and that Beast Tamer literally was just boosted up by, what do you call them? Potions. Man, I haven't even done any grinding on this character. The stupid thing about it is just like how strong just doing Monster Park is now. It's kind of silly. I know. My dog has been in a borky mood. Kind of annoys me, especially since she'll just be laying. Alright, she'll just be laying down, basically napping. She'll wake up, bark while still laying down, doesn't even lift up her head, and then continues sleeping. I'm like, that is my protector right there. Just like half an effort. Good job, pup. Good job. Ooh. Man. Next week's patch? Okay, how much y'all want to bet? Okay. This major patch that's coming up next week. It's not gonna go off without a hitch. Let's just put it this way. I have a strong feeling that once again it's gonna launch with with a few bugs here and there, especially since there's UI changes happening. And there's gonna be some unintended stuff that is definitely not definitely not good. Hopefully nothing game breaking or nothing as a bannable. I still love the fact that for a brief moment people managed to get like infinite meso by selling stuff over and over and over, and of course there were those who exploited it and got banned for it. And it's just like, to be fair, Nexon, how the fuck did you mess that up? To be fair, how do you mess up selling items to the point where people can duplicate the items and just keep selling over and over and over for a profit? It's just like this is why normally in patch days I don't even bother trying to play MapleStory, because it's always funky in some weird way. I will always miss one day of some kind of event every single time. I'll always miss one day. Not like skipping the first day is any good. It's not like the very next day it will all be solved. No, but you know, sometimes there's double maintenance time. And that double maintenance time happens a lot more than we think, for sure. All right, it's daily time, baby. Let's do that. I don't need weeklies though, right? Oh, thank God. I adore the fact that now you can actually level up so fast that I legitimately, depending on the mule, I don't even bother doing the weeklies, just the dailies until I reach like 250, 245, where you get to do the weeklies like once, and then that's it. I just thoroughly enjoy the fact that I can just bypass doing all, like, it's so fast to level up now to 260, which is kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie. It doesn't even have to be a birding character either. It can just be a normal character. If you just do Monster Park and just dailies, that's more than enough for you to just level that thing up passively while working on anything else. The problem is logging in and doing the dailies is the issue for me personally, but hey, we all have issues. How is MapleStory doing anyways? I know it's a grandfather of a Korean MMO, but still. Surprisingly. I have to say that, because there's a lot of folks who goes, "Oh, MapleStory's still alive?" And I'm just like, "It's still going?" It's like, no, I'm just playing a private server. It's fucking dead as shit. No, it's actually surprisingly doing very well, actually. It's a lot more active than I thought for a 20-year-old game. If that makes any sense. Like from going from Maple Fest almost as a yearly thing to now trying to turn it into a full-on convention is like a rather large leap in my opinion. Because Fest used to be just like a, well, I think it's still a small gathering, but I digress. GMS is now having their own proper dev team, which is honestly fucking about time, but I digress. And actually, it's this is kind of hard to believe, but believe it or not, MapleStory is in the top 20 or top 10 MMOs of all time. Meaning, or this list comes from, like, the most played MMOs. Like, those the most player base. Active player base. Sure, MapleStory likes to pan their active players by having a shit ton of AFK events, but still, kind of surprising that it's maintained to top, again, I don't know if it's top 20 or top 10 MMOs. It's nowhere near, like, the scale of, like, WoW or Final Fantasy XIV or even hell old school RuneScape, but it's pretty up there. Yeah, I say separate dev team. It's semi-separate. What I mean by that like we will eventually, or very soon I should say, start having our own thing. So we won't have to completely copy one for one other regions. Now it will still kind of be like that, but if there's like any changes to a class that doesn't vibe with our region, or like if there's anything that's buggy or whatnot, we can fix it for ourselves rather than hoping that something happens outside. If that makes sense. Something like that. Because like I said, for the longest time, we were just copying off of KMS and Maple Sea for a long time, and we still technically are still, but it was like that for like for like years, I want to say. Not 10-digit years, but kind of close to it. At one point, beat Lost Ark in top 10 play in Maple in Korea a couple months ago. Nice. in my humble opinion, that's also very much a hopeful opinion. I'm assuming once MapleStory Classic comes out, it's gonna be pretty popular, even amongst folks who hasn't played MapleStory in years and have no interest in the modern one. But once the Classic comes out, a lot of those folks who wants to just relive the good old MapleStory days will come back, if that makes any sense. Because I have seen folks who legitimately wanted to play MapleStory, but don't like the way the modern one works. Like, it's too overwhelming, too much stuff going on, blah 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 blah. And you know what, I get it. I legitimately get it, because like it can feel like it's too much just for a game that you just kind of want to like log in and do nothing in. You just want to do a mindless grind. You can do a mindless grind, but with the new one, you know, there's dailies, there's weeklies, there's like other stuff that you should be doing, you know, other things like that. But with old school, you legitimately just log in, grind whenever you want, and then just fucking have a vacation. So I'm assuming, or again, being hopeful that it's gonna do pretty well once the Classic comes out. Didn't Lost Ark also kind of crap the bed too, not take it away from MS? I have no idea. I've heard that a lot of folks stopped playing Lost Ark for whatever reason. I'm unsure why though, because I played it a little bit, but I just stopped because it required you to have... Ironic coming from somebody who plays MapleStory. But I was kind of hoping it will be an MMO where you get to play as one class and stick with it, but you require way too many mules and I don't know. I was just like, I already play MapleStory that requires you to have too many meals. I didn't want to play another one that has the same requirement. I think that's the best way to describe it. You can have meals if you want. Ah. Lost Ark JP reached EOS not too long ago? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What happened? I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I'm assuming it's a thing. Oh, it's end of service. Oops. Then again, Japan probably dislikes the grindy MMOs more than us. Oops. Considering that Final Fantasy XIV is a Japanese MMO and it's pretty popular over here in the West, I'll say I agree. They have as equal tolerance of grindy MMOs than we do. At least that's what I assume, but I'm only really basing it off of the very few Japanese MMOs I've played. Very, very few. Like, I can count them in one hand, how many with how many I've played. Fortune hardly needs that grind from what I've seen from another streamer. Oh yeah. As somebody who used to play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, there's really no such thing as a grind in 14. The only time you really grind is if you want to actually do some crafting or gathering, or if you're like, there's ways to grind, but it's nothing compared to like what we're used to when it comes to like Korean MMOs or even gacha games, really. Like, it's really not that bad. Like, if I remember correctly, spending more than 5 minutes on something is considered too long of a grind. Bark. Which is fascinating. Boja was a grind? Yeah, there was like 2 things. Like Boja, what was the name of the other area? There was a whole ass different play mode. I forgot what they're called though, but Boja is one of them. That is a grind. Like, it's legitimately a grind, and you can stay in there for hours and hours and hours, but that's like the real grindy part of it. The rest of the time, it's like just whatever. At least that's how long I took to grind some things, and I had more than enough materials for whatever the fuck I needed at the time. So take that what you will. Like, I legitimately only spent 5 minutes for whatever I needed, and I was already done. I was just like, okay, cool. Awesome, and just continued on my way. Like, it was that it was that easy. Oh yeah, I have until November, so it's fine. I like that the grindy parts of the game are all optional. That's why nobody really... Well, there are people who complain about the grindy bits. But in my, like, for me, I didn't mind the grindy bits because, like what Cholo said, all of the grindy parts, like the ones that you actually have to sit there for hours on end to do anything in, were completely optional. There was, you were in there because you wanted to, not because you had to, obviously. Or if you just wanted to be a completionist for something or rather. But yeah, it was a nice change of pace, honestly. Because even though that MMO required you to like run dungeons a lot, the dungeons are probably the one that took the longest, but it wasn't anything like too insane to do, if that makes any sense. I don't remember if I played any other Japanese MMO, so I'm gonna assume that I have. I just don't remember them, because it's been a while. PSO2? That's right, I did play PSO2. I was like, I know there's one more popular one that I played, and PSO2... it was grindy. I mean, to be fair, PS2 was grindy, but I felt like it wasn't as bad of a grind as, like, what we're used to, if that makes sense. Base PSO2 was odd, to be honest. Did you only play the new Genesis version? Because I only played the base PSO2, and I much prefer that one. You played both? Yeah, exactly. There wasn't a need to grind, but you could. And for me, the grind wasn't that bad because, like, even though it felt like you're running the same missions over and over, something about it just wasn't as annoying, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but you could grind, but you didn't need to, but you know you should. But you can get away with not, like, at all? I don't know how to describe it. It was weird. Yeah, like, especially if you wanted to, like, do the crafting system. That's the only time where you needed to grind, because you needed the materials to do all of that. Especially to make your skills a lot stronger. Oh, PSO2. Those were good days, though. I am so sad. Ever since they changed the new Genesis, I lost all of my fucking room, my room accessories. Because hell yeah, my room was decked out in the coolest shit, and I had Sonic music playing the whole time. Oh, it was great. Yeah, I lost them because I know your stuff transfers over, but I know you had a set amount in time for you to actually transfer them over properly. I didn't meet that time. I didn't meet the time where you were supposed to log in to basically transfer stuff from PSO2 to New Genesis. And I didn't know that was a thing that you were supposed to do. So as soon as I logged in, it kept my character and everything, but like everything outside of it, it was just gone. And I was like, oh. I felt sad. I'm like, oh. But I also didn't care too much because I stopped playing PSO2 in general. Not because I disliked the game or anything. It was just one of those where I'm just like, you know, I'm not playing it as much as I used to. I'm just gonna simply quit. You know, I didn't quit because I hated the game. It was just like, I just kind of lost interest in playing. So, like, here we go. Yeah, kind of. I think what also didn't help is when I played New Genesis, it was brand fucking new. So there was nothing. Like, there was nothing in New Genesis to do. Like, it was cool that you got to explore an open map and everything, but there was, like, nothing to do, and I was just like, yeah, I'm here too early, and that's when I stopped playing PSO2. The base game was still around, but when I wanted to come back, that's when they made the full transition from the base to the New Genesis, as far as I know anyways. I think you can still play the base, but at that point I was like, nah, I'm good. The whole thing was nonsense. The US launch was terrible. Most of your friends went to back and playing the Japanese servers. That's pretty much what I did too, because the NA launch was janky as hell. And I already got used to playing the NA like the
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
like I'm already used to playing like the modded Japanese version where you got your own, like we NA people got our own launcher so we can play the game in English technically, even though it's still Japanese, but there's still some parts that's not fully translated. You know what I mean? Like they're like I was playing that version and I did not mind it because I'm like, whatever. We still knew the gist of it. But yeah, the launch of that was just fucking was just fucking wonky, to say the least. The Steam launch was like night and day. Oh yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. Like, I knew I should have waited for the Steam launch, but I just wanted to play PSO2 in like an official English way. And I'm like, I should have just waited. I should have just waited because like, oh my god, that was like the jankiest shit in the world. Can I not? Oh no, I can't. Dude, same. Well, you know what? To be fair, it was also my fault for, like, thinking that, oh, the Microsoft Store will be better. It was never good to begin with. And I was naive to think maybe I should just give it a try. And I was just like, man, this is what I get for thinking that. That's what I get for thinking that, because, oh boy, that was disastrous, to say the least. But yeah, when it comes to, but yeah, like, 14 and PSO2 are probably the only two Japanese MMOs I've played, and neither of them I will consider grindy. Like, super grindy, I should say. Like every MMO has a grind, for obvious reasons, but I feel like they were either optional or just not, like, so bad that I will consider it like as a slog. Like it was like I don't know how to describe it. So that's why I'm not surprised if like Lost Ark just end of serviced over in JP. Though apparently Maple Story is doing okay in Japan. Like it's not thriving, it's just existing there. Like it like it's just there. So I guess it just depends on the folks who play games, I guess, because yeah, apparently it's just doing okay. Speaking of next on MMOs just seems to exist there. Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of like kind of surprised it hasn't died, but like whatever, man. How the game shares a launcher so you can't even review them properly on Steam. I know. It was It was such a poor launch, but unfortunately, I've also been hearing that New Genesis is just not doing very well, so that kind of makes it like a bit of a bummer, if that makes sense. Used to be the main source of our exclusive content, just as Silent Crusade. Yeah, like Silent Crusade and Kana. Now they get filtered off, and Sengoku just handles Taiwan. Yeah, TMS, right? That I do know that like the familiar, like a lot of the stuff now is just being maintained through TMS. Like I think JMS is not a thing anymore. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I'm not too sure. I'm not very familiar with any of the other regions because I can't be bothered to pay attention to all other fucking regions.